welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Monday, July 11th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start with the plush, and I'll show you all of those that sold this week, and then we will move into the highlights of our other items. I try to pick out always the bolos or the money brands you should be looking out for, but I also try to mix in some bread and butter items so that there's something for everyone. The luxury and sought after brands aren't always attainable in mass quantity, but bread and butter sure is, right? All right, let's jump in where we're at. This is Fred Rogers Katarina Kitty singing Plush from Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. So this sold for $15.74. She had been 50 cents at the Goodwill, and she shipped in a poly mailer, first class. Next up, we have a Keel Toy London Police teddy bear. This is a 9-inch bear who is a policeman, ER guard from the UK. These Keel Toys have different bears. Some are dressed up like the Queen's Guard. I usually find them for 50 cents or $1 and sell them from like 16 to 20, sometimes 25 if it's a bear or something real different or unique. Sold for $15.99, shipped first class. Next up, I have two Minions. One sold for 10 and one sold for 9. The buyer bought both Minions, so I cut her a deal and sold one for 9 and one for 10. Because they went together in a poly bag. They still were first class together. Kevin here is only 8 inches big. And Tim here is only 9 inches. I always love when the buyer buys more than one item and you can save on shipping that way. Next up, we have BKE Stella jeans. These are women's jeans. BKE men's are bolos for sure. Those can start around, you can start them at $40 and up, depending on which ones you find. The women's, I usually start around $30. These were on a 30% off sale, and we accepted a best offer. So they sold for $23. So you can see the difference. It's night and day between men's and women's BKEs. Anyways, these were like $2.50 at a half off at red, white, and blue. And they did ship in a padded flat. Next up, we have a men's Columbia PFG Finted fishing shirt. And these we typically sell for $25 to $30. But we've been doing this new thing I think I've talked about here on this channel too, you guys. We're running 30% off on the weekends now to see if we can ramp up our sales. So we list everything at 25% higher than what we want. If we want $25 for this Columbia shirt, we list it for $31.24. Then Monday through Friday, we're running 20% off sales, which would bring that $31.24 to $25 or $24.99, which is what we actually want for the item. And then over the weekends, we would run 25%, but we started doing the 30% and selling a lot more volume. I think right now, with the way the economy is, we're better off doing that. We're taking a little bit less, like we took $20.49 on this shirt. But would it have sold at 25, or would we be sitting on it longer? I think the way things are, we're selling more with a bigger discount, and we're still making a profit. We're still, doing just fine. It's just that folks don't have as much money to throw around right now, I don't think. Pilcrow and the letterpress. I love the brand. Is actually by Anthropology. And I've showed them on here before, I know, because I always talk about, you'll know them when you see them because it looks like the brand has been stitched out. These sold for $30. So they sent me an offer of $30. I guess they didn't want the 62 cents. Maybe they wanted an even number. I don't know. I took the offer. These were about $3.50, I think, on a half off day. And they they shipped in a padded flat. Keith and I found this last week. It did not make it to a haul video. He found a whole stack of these Pendletons at this new thrift store we found, and we paid $5 for a few of them, and then some of them were $3 on a sale. And he got like, I think 5 or 6 of them. But anyway, we brought them home and washed them and dried them and got them listed right away. I didn't do a haul video last week, but this one's already sold for $30 on a best offer. It did ship in a poly bag, and that was a fight, let me tell you. This shirt was thick and fat and really hard to stuff in there. And then you can see that there were holes in it, which we disclosed. Probably could have gotten a little bit more for it. It is wool. All right, next up, we have Royalty for Me Wanna Better Butts. These, I believe, were $4, half off. And they are the Wanna Better Butt jeans. Y'all want a better butt? I want a better butt. I love better butt jeans. They're fun to say, as you can tell, because I turn into a 12-year-old every time I show them on the channel and keep saying, want a better butt? But they're good sellers, too. These sold on the best offer of $25. They were listed for like 2 days before they sold, so they sell really fast. They did ship in a padded flat. Next up, we have a Smokey Joe's men's button front shirt, 3XL. This was $2.50 on a half off day. Triple XL, nice looking shirt. Sold for $19 on a best offer, $19. Shipped in a polymailer first class. Here we have a J. Garcia tie. This was part of a lot that we got a long time ago. And I believe each tie in that lot averaged out to like 50 cents, maybe a quarter. We've bought lots of tie lots in the past, and many of them had these J. Garcias in them. But this one's sold for $13.99 and ships first class, obviously. Ties are very lightweight. Next, we have a Kukul can. This is a really hard word to say. This is a Guyabera shirt. It's a shirt, guys. It's a shirt, and this is the brand. This was $2.50 or $2.49 half off day. I got it because it's a Guyabera. That's what those embroidered stripes on the side mean. I learned about that style because I read the Dexter books. Many of you have probably seen the TV show. I read the books, and they kept describing these Guyabera shirts. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Because I lived in Pennsylvania at the time and had no idea. The books take place here in Florida. And I learned something new. So this shirt and this Buzz Aldrin and this Calvin Klein all sold to one buyer. So we had 2 buyers this past week who bought multiple items. And he got the whole bundle for $35 for all 3. Because we have some sales set up. If they spend X amount, they get an additional discount. So $35 for all 3 shirts. They did ship in a padded flat because all 3 of them together weighed more than a pound. Cuba Vera men's button front shirt, size 3XLT. This one was also a fight to get into the poly bag. Not as bad as the Pendleton because that thing was thick, the wool and everything. This one was long because it's a tall. I had to fight it too. Sometimes I have to have mini battles in here when I'm doing shipping. And when I finally get the stuff in the bag, Keith always yells, "Finish him!" like from Mortal Kombat. It's pretty funny. Anyway, this sold for $20. Shipped, obviously, in a poly bag first class. Here's just like a graphic tee we sold for $13.99 that we picked up for 99 cents. Star Wars, little chibi guys. Shipped first class, padded flat. Nope, poly mailer. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. I'm kind of tired. I keep stumbling over my words, but yeah, shipped first class in a poly bag. Next up, we have a Brooks Brothers coat. I accepted a best offer of $22 on this. Quite frankly, I was tired of looking at it. It's been around for a long time. We paid like $1 for it. It came out of one of the wholesale lots we had purchased. And it's been around for a while, and I kept getting interest in it and offers on it on Poshmark and eBay, and no one seemed to want to come up over 25. So I let it go for 22. The buyer paid the shipping on it in addition to that. So I'm like, you know what? If they're going to pay for shipping, it's fine with me. They paid for parcel select. So when we have items that weigh more than a pound, we usually offer the buyer the choice of priority or parcel select. They'll sometimes pick the parcel select because it's cheaper, but it takes 2 to 9 days to ship. So then we always double check when we're buying the label, because sometimes even though the parcel select is cheaper for the buyer to pay you because of the discount you get on eBay, sometimes that priority label can be cheaper for you to purchase than what they paid for the parcel. And then you're just upgrading the service for them, and they're getting their item much quicker, and you're probably going to get positive feedback. In this instance, it was not cheaper, so it did have to go in just a brown box. You can't use parcel select labels on the priority mail boxes that you get for free from the post office. So it did have to go in a brown box. But I fortunately had one just sitting here because we had just used our coupon for free eBay supplies for the third quarter. I like to use them right at the beginning of the quarter so I don't forget, because I have lost out before, which is another reason why I remind you guys so often about it. Use it because it's free stuff, right? So I just ordered like 400 polymailers, and they come in 100 pack boxes, and this box that was perfect sized. So we folded it up real nice and put it in there. Okay, next, Gap cargo shorts. These were $1 out of a wholesale lot. I love cargo shorts. Men's cargo shorts always sell pretty quickly and for pretty decent money. I wouldn't pay more than $1 or $2 for them. These sold for $18 on a best offer, and they did ship first class. A lot of your men's cargo are going to be having to go in your padded flat rates because they do weigh more than a pound more often than not. Here's just another graphic tee, bread and butter tee. This is an NFL team apparel, Green Bay Packers. It's a cute women's top, though. It's got the baby doll cut, nice V-neck. This was $1 out of a wholesale lot, shipped first class. Next up, we have Levi's 415 Classic Boot Cut Jeans. I paid $5 for these on half off day at Salvation Army. I was more than happy to, because I know what these 415s go for, and these were also a plus size, which is always a plus. These sold for $34.99 within like 2 or 3 days of being listed, and they did ship in a padded flat. Next up, I have these Vitorino linen pants. Got these in a wholesale lot. I don't really know that I'd go out of my way to get this brand. I've had like a top and a bottoms by this brand that have came to us in a lot. Like it was like $1 a piece, but it is linen. So I mean, if I saw it in the store and it was $1, maybe $2, 100% linen, probably would grab it. Linen does really well. And these sold for $19 on a best offer. They shipped first class. Next up, we have a Plains Western Wear men's Western shirt. I got this for $1 at a little honey hole thrift store Keith and I have recently started going to. And they sometimes have $1 items. And this is like a Walmart brand or whatnot, but you know what? It's a pearl snap, and it was $1, and it was new with tags. And it sold for $20 and shipped first class. I'm going to show you 2 remotes real quick. This one's more bread and buttery priced, but it is a dish remote. And I know a lot of folks think the dish remotes are trash and not worth listing. The cable remotes are not. We really don't like to deal with cable remotes. they're pretty much trash. But these dish ones you can do pretty well with. This one sold for $14.87. And then I wanted to show you this Kobe. This is a brand that a lot of people are familiar with. If you see these Kobe's, they usually go for about 20 to 40 depending on the model of the Kobe. But Kobe's a good brand, and I just know that a lot of people aren't familiar with them. This one sold for $19.99. We get our remotes for 25 cents a pound plus shipping. So we usually pay maybe 10 cents a remote if you do the math. And then they ship first class in mailers that we typically get for free with our coupon from eBay. So they are definitely good to list even when they're only going to, sell for these bread and butter prices. Your cost of goods is so low. And they are so super easy to list. Like, they're fast. Once you get them cleaned and tested, and someone always asks me, how do you test remotes? Clean them and make sure the battery compartment's cleaned out, and put new batteries in, and then point the remote at your phone camera on the selfie mode and just push the buttons. And if you see it light up on the phone screen, it looks kind of purplish most times, but if you see it light up, then it works. But they're so super easy to store, so lightweight to ship, and you can usually get them at really great prices. Remotes are a no-brainer. They're probably my third favorite thing. My top 3 is Plush, jeans, and remotes. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down below. Please hit the thumbs up before you leave. It helps the channel so much. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and helping us feed all of our hungry hippos. And hey, don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below for you. Or you can just search for us right on Facebook. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.